I've been told very often that my sense of comedy is strange, but at the same time enjoyable. Now, I'm going to give you a small dose of what I've come up with in the past few years. Sorry, in the past few years, and see what we get. Now, the thing about going to church is you go there every Sunday or Saturday, depending on what religion you are. I personally go Saturday. Anyways, you get there, and now imagine yourself. You're like a 6-year-old boy, and you're walking into this building with really tall, about 15 stories tall. It's got a big spike on the top of it. What are you going to think? Holy crap, I need to get the out of here. You're gonna be like freaking out, and on top of that, you got to sit on these really hard benches, and they've got these hymn books, and you just reach up and grab one and start trying to read one, and you notice that whenever they play the music, that it's impossible to follow along unless you've heard the song somewhere. So the first time a kid's going there, he's trying to sing. He's going back and forth. People are staring at him. That'll make you feel even worse. I mean, you don't want to go back a second time, but it's best that you do. Uh, don't get me wrong. Religion is a great thing. I love my religion, but there are downsides, as to every religion. Going on to the subject of downsides, when you're going to school, I was in third grade, and I'm sitting here, I'm wondering, why is it that the teachers have to keep the plastic scissors in the drawers, but they can have the giant paper cutters sitting on the back desk without a lock? I mean, you can decapitate cows with that thing. I mean, just no problem doing it. Just taking off a cow's head one slice. I mean, it's dangerous to have these plastic scissors. I mean, you could sit there, you're in third grade, you make your way into the cabinet, you get the plastic scissors out and go, you know what, that's it, I've had enough of life. You're sitting there chopping at your neck, and 5 hours later you're still there trying to kill yourself, and you haven't even broken skin. I mean, it can't even cut paper. I mean, what the hell is up with that? And along with what the hell, what was up with this whole religion thing the world's gonna end on? I believe it was May 11th. What the hell was up with that? Who is that guy to say that the world's gonna end no matter what calculations he makes? People are gonna be ready or they're not. No matter how many posters you do, there's always gonna be that large hint of doubt that makes you say, you know what, this guy's a jackpot, and you know what, he was. Alright, it was just crazy. It was against everything. Finally, when I started believing him, I get really bummed out. I changed the channel immediately. Oh yeah, it's been turned off. They decided that it's not gonna happen. Miscalculation. We don't know when it's gonna come. We didn't know when it was gonna come from the beginning. So you put the entire United States through hell to keep us from hell, and ends up doing us no good. It's just pointless to make decisions like that. You can get ready yourself if you honestly believe it's gonna happen. Make a YouTube video. Let the people discover it. Don't put up billboards and commercials, and for God's sake, people, you need to just quit being so gullible sometimes. I believed it myself, but I can't believe that I did. And going on to back when I was a kid, I'm going to go back there. Um, when I was really little, everything was made of metal in a playground. All right, you'd ride over, you'd have scabs going up and down your arms. I mean, the scabs would be your padding. You'd go up the 2-story metal slide, and you'd hit your shin on the top rung and fall to your near death almost every time until you knew it was there completely. I mean, you'd slide down, you feel like your ass is on fire because that's sheet metal on top of steel that has been baking in the hot sun all through July. You know, you feel like your ass is on fire. I mean, you see a kid down at the bottom 2 stories below you baking eggs on the thing. You know, you see kids baking eggs on the freaking slide. You go to the you go to the spinning thing. I completely forget what it is. You go there, you spin around. You feel like you're about to lose your arms. You're holding on so tight, your legs are just flying out at 90 degrees. I mean, you just are just about to fly off and kill yourself. Nowadays, you go to a playground, everything's made of plastic. You got a 2 foot tall plastic slide that spins around so you can't gain speed and hurt yourself. You see kids going down the street on little tricycles that have helmets on, knee pads, shin pads, leg pads, I mean, chest protectors. I mean, for God's sake, I actually saw this one kid that had a pad on his ass. How are you going to fall directly on your ass when you're riding a bike at 2 miles per hour down the street? In the middle of the sidewalk, nonetheless. You know, I mean, I was flying once, and when I was younger, I used to be a big time gamer. I brought my Game Boy, alright? And we are about to lift off, and the sorry, and the lady comes by. She looks down. She like freaks out, saying, "If you don't turn that off, the plane's gonna shut down midair and kill us all." Holy shit! Take it, throw it out the window for God's sake. I mean, that just made me panic. And I mean, I'm going up and down the aisles checking for him because, I mean, I was 6. I thought we were really going to die if anyone turned on anything electric. I mean, for God's sake. I'm freaking out and my mom's trying to calm me down. I'm like, oh my God. You know, since I figured out that one too, in spite every time I have flown, I have had at least 2 or 3 Game Boys on in my backpack on the plane in complete spite. I looked it up very well before I did that, of course, because I don't want to risk it. But I know now it's not true, and I just do that in spite. The hostess walks by, and I'm laughing, and I mean, I can just go on and on with these jokes, but I'm at the 7:30 mark, and that's where I'm going to cut it off. Let me know what you think of my comedy, and have a nice day. Remember to post anything that may have been offensive to you, and I will try and get back to you with an apology in my next video, with an apology section that I'll open up if I find some. I'll open up a small apology section, and it'll be fine. I apologize in advance first. So I wish you have a nice day, and God bless.